Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Burma. The year is 1876. We're continuing on this playthrough here. Kind of getting back into this, so we might take a second to kind of reevaluate where we are and where we're going. Looks like we're going to get the migration controls sort of upgraded, so we will be able to allow people to migrate to the country as opposed to having closed borders, but it'll only be people who are non-discriminated pops. And right now with this, we'll need to change this to a more favorable discrimination policy in order to get more people coming into the country. And I think there's almost a rationale maybe to only go up to cultural exclusion before going to multiculturalism. Just because this we'll get some immigration, but it won't be like those massive waves of immigration from just like totally random places of the world. So that's something to consider. One really annoying thing is for some reason these guys here have dropped the interest with us. So we're having to use our interest group to maintain trading with the Qin dynasty. And we have an interest group, a permanent interest group down here. So we are colonizing here. And that will be done at some point. It says that we're colonizing here, but I don't know if this is frozen or not. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on this. We technically have lost our interest in this group. So I don't know why. Like, we don't have an interest here, so I'm not sure. We're trying to build up a navy in order to get an extra interest group, but the navy is not hiring people very quickly. Like the people here are not. They're not joining up. I'm assuming it's a qualification issue or something. I'm not entirely sure. If we were to, I just want to make sure they still have peasants, right? Yeah, they still have tons of peasants and infrastructure. So it could be just a qualification issue. I'm kind of curious exactly, like I have this promote social mobility. How many universities have we built here? We built 6 universities here. What the heck? Okay, here's a question. Can we update the university? They're already on the philosophy department. We're getting at like 90%. What is going on? So we have a bunch of universities here. Why in the world? In fact, what does our actual innovation cap look like? We're getting almost 90, and the cap is 110. I mean, technically, we could just build more universities with a lot of this money that we have. In fact, we have too much money. A lot of that's coming in from the investment pool, right? Which isn't going to be around forever. What does the investment pool look like here? Yeah, I mean, the investment pool's empty. Is that how much we're adding per tick? 30,000 per tick? That seems quite good. That seems insanely good. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to hold steady, but I guess we'll enjoy it while it lasts. We got some buildings queued up here, but we could probably use some more. We're thinking about potentially trying to get up to the steel frame buildings, which is going to cost us a lot more, right? A lot more. A lot of steel, a lot of explosives, a lot of glass. Let's look at our... Yeah, interestingly enough, it'll massively bring down the cost of iron because we won't be using iron. We'll be using iron to make steel, but we won't be using iron to build buildings. You can see here that I'm trying to kind of pump up the steel production ahead of time. Getting the open hearth process will be 120 more. 120 more. Well, how much is it going to be in total? This is going to be extremely expensive to make this jump. But we'll build at such a pace. We will be building at such an extreme pace that we might be able to cover it. 120 tools, 120 explosives, and a ton of glass. Why are we exporting out glass? Okay, no. It's one of these that we can't control it, right? It's just flowing that way. So we need to make a ton more glassworks. Also, I want to check and see if the glassworks, yeah, we're on the highest mode here. We are making porcelain, so that's cutting into our glass production significantly. We could, how are we doing? Like, yeah, we're actually overproducing porcelain. There's a world where, man, there's a world where we could actually just do this and save the dye and potentially make money. How are we doing on dye? We could use dye at our fabric areas too, right? And we're probably importing. Yeah, we're overpaying for the dye big time. Yeah, okay. I'm tempted to actually pump that down. That'll give us a lot more glass, and then build even more glass works. Double check our lead economy here, and then double check. Yeah, lead's already sort of maxed out here. These are very productive too. So, yeah, honestly, another lead. How are we doing on tools? We're using steel to make the tools. We're making a few extra tools at the moment. Actually, this is great. The tool situation is fine. The tool situation, switching the tools will be fine. The glass is going to be a problem. It's going to be a serious problem. And the steel is going to be a serious problem. Let's check the explosives really quick. This is kind of a big, this is a huge, monumentous step. So how many, okay, so we're making 140 from chemical plants. We have demand for, how much does each chemical plant get us? Looks like about 50. And then if we had dynamite, we can get another 90 plus the one that's getting made. Like we'd get like another 100 and something. So actually just getting dynamite, which we're getting right now actually, would cover this. Okay, so the plan is to get 26 months open hearth, then to get the steel frame, and then by the time all that's done, I think we'll have what we need. These furniture factories are extremely productive. I don't know why. It looks like the price of furniture is kind of, oh, probably because of the luxury furniture, right? Why are we exporting out wood, hardwood? We need this hardwood. We need this hardwood. How are we doing on just wood itself? Because we could make more hardwood. Making more hardwood would be profitable. A lot of peasants here, decent amount of infrastructure. Not a lot of infrastructure in Burma, however. A lot of this get made in Burma. So we might need another railway in Burma. In fact, we'll just need more railways everywhere, it looks like. This is insane. We already have 2 railways here? Oh, it says we're already building one in Burma. Okay. To alleviate that. I think we're good to go here. We're trying to pass immigration controls. After that, we could try to either go for protectorism, or we could try to go for like cultural exclusion or something. The monarchy is still going to be tough, right? It's still going to be a tough call to try to do this. Well, the monks are marginalized. Wait a second. The landowners are at 3.4%. Because they just, what, we got them to, wait a second. 3.4%. Is it because they're in the Conservative Party they can't be marginalized? Man, that is so irrelevant. Okay, we might go for overthrowing the monarchy here. Because looking at this doesn't look that bad. I mean, the petite bourgeois, they like us at the moment. They'd like us less, but anyways, let's roll. Let's roll. Is this actually colonizing down here? like continually. I don't know why we don't have. Okay, we have like too much money here. What is going on? We are almost ready to go up to steel frame buildings because of just the pure amount of money that we're making. That is literally going to like double our construction, like 120. It's gonna. I don't know how this math is. It's not. Yeah. This is actually working here. I don't know why. Migration controls are cool. Good. And I think honestly, I don't know. We're gonna make a play here. That's going to reduce our legitimacy, but I think we're just going to go for it here. 42%. 42%. In terms of our institutions, we're moving up to the school. We might need a little bit more government admin, sort of in total. We're making way too much money. Way too much money. Which actually, wait, do we have the universities on the proper work mode? We do. Get this stuff up to the top. We're making too much money. We need to. Building these rails won't be a bad thing. Even if it costs us and we lose money by building the rail, it's fine. 42%. If we could just hit this, right? I mean, the monks are marginalized, but they're still sort of radicalizing slightly because of this. Looks like the petit bourgeois is happy enough with us, but we'll see if how that holds. We have fairly modernized military, which is nice. In fact, so much so. What's our power projection? 400 compared to Siam's 56. We could literally attack Siam. We could attack and take some land. I mean, I don't know. What kind of resources are here for the taking here? Coal? Lead? This would be more coal? Not much until you get down to here. Some rubber down here. Iron. Nothing like critically important. Iron once you get closer to Cambodia, it looks like. Huh. It's an interesting idea, to be honest. It's an interesting idea. Maybe we'll wait till we get into our full golden age. I mean, realistically, I bet you, like, I don't know. I don't know if too many people could challenge us. Obviously, Great Britain could. There's gold down here in Borneo, the island there. Man, we are making so much money. Okay, let's check. Yeah, locomotives. I think we need another locomotive industry. Put that to the top. And then did I say we needed more steel? We'll put one of those near the top. Yeah, we are making like too much money right now. Hold on. Slow it down. Slow it down. Weekly innovation. More universities, I guess. I don't know. I think we've hit our golden age, everybody. I think we've hit our golden age. And then it just dropped down quite a bit here. So the investment pool is fluctuating, right? I mean, it's definitely still positive. I mean, I'd like to start losing a little bit of money if we could, because in all honesty, we could get rid of these consumption taxes. And then just even if nothing else, just temporarily. So we have the social mobility there. We could go into the degrees and pass the agricultural bump here, which will be good. And then we could also try to suppress or promote some of these groups. I think honestly the trade unions. Why are the landowners not? Well, that's right. They're in a political party. We could try to marginalize the rural folk just to kind of take them out of the picture, but I don't think they're hurting anybody really. I don't think they're hurting anybody. The petite bourgeois. Okay. Here we go. It's just Pegu. I think we can deal with this, to be honest. If this actually goes through. It's a little annoying that one of these groups is marginalized. And the other is at 3.5%. Should be marginalized, but 5% more bureaucracy doesn't do much for us. Looks like it's stalling out. Okay, that's fine. I mean, once this passes, we'll be okay. What's our legitimacy? I mean, honestly, if we ditch we'd get a little more legitimacy kicking out the industrialists, and they're not helping us pass this, are they? They're reformer, but they're not like a Republican. I think we do that to raise the legitimacy and get this going around a little bit faster. Except for somehow that's now added the petite bourgeois to this, which has changed the calculus a little bit of the revolt itself. Winds of change. More loyalists from standard of living. This could be good because, again, I think the more loyalists we have, the less likely this revolt will go through. Urban center, yeah, we're not too worried about that at the moment. Although that does attribute to the amount of services people get. We're actually fairly balanced on services. Services aren't too expensive. They're not too expensive. We could be making our own clothing if we're able to import silk. I just don't know where we're going to get silk. Does this actually, do they make silk? Holy cow. Look at this. Wait, what? How and why? We could import silk. We could import silk from the Chin market like for super cheap. Like that is insane to me. Okay, now let's go to the buildings here and let's actually flip all of this to use silk. And that's actually going to be insanely productive when this trade route comes online. Yeah, and the trade route that we have to bring this in, we don't need anymore. Okay. Back to making a lot of money. So much money we need to kind of... We're back up to the 30s. Okay, we're getting so much from the investment pool. That's gnarly. 1.28 million? They say the weekly change goes down. How did the investment pool just literally just ratchet up from zero? It was at zero a little bit ago, wasn't it? Oh, we were building some buildings that didn't benefit. We were building some government buildings. Those don't benefit from the investment pool, I think, or something. We were building something that wasn't benefiting. Wowzers. So we just need a lot more textile industry, to be honest. Like just tons more. Like we can't get enough of this stuff. Pegu has the infrastructure. Pegu has the people. Apparently we need a lot more tea. Although we're going to need to build another railway in Pegu, it looks like. Tea might be one of those things. I mean, eventually we're going to get the pump jacks, right? And this actually gives you massive amounts of additional tea per... I mean, literally... Oh, it only says plus 40? I thought it went up to 100. Maybe for some of the other crops it goes up to 100. Man, if this could just pass on the 45 here... 210 days, okay. Seems like that's taken forever. What do we do to lose money here? We're making too much money. This will make the petite bourgeois really happy with us. That might get them out of the yeah, let us lose a little bit of money here, just a scooch. It's fine. We literally have 5 million in reserve. We'll be spending this. We will be, once we get the Republic here. Once we go to steel frame buildings, we'll be using this money, and we're gonna be hitting a golden age. But we kind of need. We're doing the open hearth, and then we need to research steel frame buildings, and then we'll have it. Our weekly innovation is almost capped, but not quite. This will make the... okay. So increase radicals a little bit. This will decrease radicals, but it'll make the petite bourgeois a little bit more upset. Yeah, they actually did drop out of this revolution. They might drop back in. I don't know. It seems like it's slowly decaying. It is taking its sweet time, though. Overall, I'd say things are very good right now. Because, I mean, we could and should probably, you know, obviously not be, you know, we'll crank this back down. We'll crank this back up. This reduces the enactment success. This only reduces the enactment time. The cost of some bureaucracy. Okay, we've got to level 5 education as well. Which is nice. Our literacy is going way, way up. It looks like that naval base is actually hiring people, but it's just taken forever. It is literally taken forever. But I think when that's done, we'll have another interest group. Is this still going down here? I mean, this is still going technically, so I don't know. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. So in 16 months when this is done, I think we're going to try to switch to steel frame construction. That'll be huge. That'll be huge. In the meantime, we're going to need more... We could probably export. I bet you we could... We're going to need more coal, actually, I bet. More chemicals. It seems to me that we probably need more paper, so I'm just making an estimation there. And I think we could actually probably export out furniture at this point. more textiles. Oh, the infrastructure peg is not so good, but we're building the rail for it now. So that should be coming online. There we go. 65% chance. This will be huge if this can hit. This will be absolutely... We're going to literally... This, we thought we were in a golden age a second ago. We're actually going to be hitting the golden age here. We're going to be hitting the golden age. No, we don't need them to get momentum. Throughput of the paper is good. Speaking of paper, how much paper are we actually using? Oh, we're doing okay on that. So technically we don't... I mean, this paper mill... I mean, bringing the cost of paper down is not a bad thing. What do we need to build here? We're going to have to do a lot of building. There's enough people here. We could build this here in Western Australia. Let's make sure there's a port there, though. Yeah, let's make sure there's a port here. In all these areas. So that they're connected. Oh wait, there's already a port there? I mean, the second one doesn't hurt, but... Okay. So people out there will be getting gold. How's the legitimacy post-election? 58. Any of these guys want to join up into the same party? See, it'd be really nice if these were just in the same party. That'd be amazing. Then we could pull in like the industrialists, and then we'd be really sailing on legitimacy. But I believe getting this enacted will be a massive improvement to legitimacy. And it'll take care of this revolt here. Start making, yeah, we're totally good to go here. We just need this to pass. We need this to pass to get rid of the revolt. 18.8. Look at the standard of living right now. It's because we lowered taxes, I guess, right? And demand for everything's come up quite a bit because of that. Like, we are swimming right now. I don't know why we're not getting more. Why are we not importing more with this dye route? Oh, Vietnamese here. Market. Very productive. Do they have enough to satisfy our demand, though? They're making 100. They're not using any of it. Yeah, that sounds good enough to me. Sounds good enough to me. We need some more convoys. We actually just probably need to build these ports purely if they can be, like, if they can be manned. It's probably worth just building the ports. How much investment pool are we getting just on an average day? 23,000. Okay. I think we also said that technically some more universe. Well, I don't know. Let's be cautious about that until we get 69%. Come on, we got to hit it. Let's hit it and call this a really great end of the episode here. We got the steel frame buildings. We're ready to hit some buttons here. I'm going to wait. Okay, let's get a new tech going. But then I'm going to wait for the big kabam. The steam donkey. That's for, okay, that's for something. What? Those are like automation things that let us save laborers, which can be useful, but we actually have a lot of peeps. Mutual funds could be really good, actually. That could help bolster the investment pool by adding more capitalists into the industries. More bureaucracy and more, which I guess isn't necessary but isn't bad, more authority. 4 years to research something like that. Actually, you know what we might do? We either get mutual funds or we come down here and we do this to industrialize our, we need to industrialize our ports. Plus this will give us more interest groups around the globe. Yeah, I like it for 18 months. I actually like doing these Navy. Let's do these Navy ones here. Let's quickly scoop those up. 69%, guys. I'm going to actually, you know what? Let's take a pause here because not a lot of people actually get through the whole episode. Let's take a pause here and we'll leave this for the next episode. This will be an exciting next episode where we will enter, I think we will officially enter the Burmese golden age, which honestly, it looks like we're kind of on a little bit of a huge uptick right here, but I think we are finally cooking with gas. We got 55% literacy. I feel like that's gone up 15% just in this episode. We are barely 45 years into the game. We have the second highest standard of living in the world, but although we're way behind Bremen because they're apparently just popping off. And but that's going to change. We're going to go way higher than this. We're going to go way higher than this. Got the 11th highest GDP in the world. 3rd highest per capita. But again, we're going to keep going here. We're going to keep going. It's going to be, in fact, we're going to almost double our construction capacity after this. It's going to be insane. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. I read every comment and answer every question. So if you have those, just leave them down below. In the description of the video, there's a playlist link that will show you all of the episodes for this series in order. So that's a good way to sort of make sure you're catching them in order. But thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in the next episode.